Hi everyone, it's Erica Webb here, yoga teacher and somatic exercise coach. And today I want to take you through a little routine that's really perfect for busy mums and who are maybe feeling like they just can't fit a big long session in at home, or maybe even can't get to the studio to do a session. And I just want to give you something that you can do within just a few minutes, because we don't need to make this more complicated than it needs to be. The idea is that we want to just move our bodies so that we feel better than we did before we started moving, and just offer ourselves a really wonderful kindness. So we're going to start just by standing. You do not need a mat. You don't have to get changed for this. So don't put any barriers in place. If you're wearing your jeans, just do it in your jeans. If the only space that you've got is in the bathroom, see what you can do. Play with it and see how you go. So we're going to start by just acknowledging the foundations that we have beneath us. Seeing if you can connect your feet down into the floor and acknowledge that support, because you're being held up by the earth. Yeah? So we'll start there, and then we'll turn the palms away from the legs and reach the arms up overhead, bringing the palms towards one another. And then turn the palms the opposite way, seeing if you can create some of that turn from the upper arms. And then reach through space, bringing them all the way down. And we're going to flip the arms again. And as you do this, imagine that you're pulling your arms or pushing your arms through a body of water. So there's a little bit of resistance. There's a little bit of stuff to push through there. We'll just do it one more time, reaching all the way up. And then as you come all the way to the top, we're going to interlace the hands and then bring them behind the head. So you're just creating a little pillow for the back of the head. From there, you can bend your knees a little bit for extra support. And we're simply going to twist around towards the right, being particularly focused on twisting from the rib cage itself. And then slowly over to the left, getting really curious about how this feels. Once more to each side. And then when you come back to center, draw your elbows towards one another. We're going to tuck the chin and just round gently through just the upper back. And then stand all the way up. And we're going to create just a little tiny baby back bend. So looking up a little bit, cradling the head. We're just going to alternate between those two. So this is not a huge movement. You'll notice I'm really just rounding through my upper back as much as possible. Just notice how the upper back is feeling. We hold a lot of tension there as mums. Good, and then next time you come back to center, release the arms. We're just going to take one arm up, one arm down, do a big reach. And then over to the other side. And then we're going to play a little bit with balance. Balance is a really nice way to refocus because it takes our head away from everything else. So you're going to plant your first leg down. So plant down through that foot. And we're going to imagine that we're holding like a ball at the chest. And with your bent knee, we're going to lift that foot away from the floor and just start to play with what it would be like to take the foot back. And then take the knee up. And you can add in the arms here. So as you take the foot back, reaching the arms into little aeroplane wings. And as you come forward, bringing that ball back towards your heart. And you can work as low or as high with the leg as you like. So you might even tap the foot down or just hover it above the floor. Or you might work towards level with the hip. Same with when we come forwards, it might be toe tapping to the floor, or it might be knee level with the hip. It doesn't really matter. What it looks like is unimportant. What it feels like and how much awareness you can bring to that is important. Good. You don't have to do very many. So next time you come forward, releasing that leg down, getting those foundations really nice and steady, and then changing sides. So same thing here, work with whatever level works best, and it might be quite different on this side because we most likely went to our stronger leg first. You can probably notice I'm more wobbly on this side. This leg does not cope quite as well with bearing weight as my left. So do the version that works for you on this side, knowing that that is your kindest choice, rather than pushing to a place that feels yuck. And just do one more. Good, and then release that. Bring the arms around behind you. We're going to interlace the hands, and then see if we can imagine that those that lower rib, the lower part of the rib cage, is just softening inwards. So we're going to try to avoid letting it flare out the front. So we're going to see if we can balance the head on top of the neck as best we can. Interlace the hands, and then just lift the arms away from the body a little bit and replace them back down. You don't have to come very high. Elbows can be bent. And you're just lifting and replacing a couple of times. Good, and then release the grip. Step the feet just a little bit wider than they are at the moment, so a bit wider than the outside of the hips. And we're going to bend the knees a lot and fold ourselves over so that the torso comes to rest on or between the thighs. And if you've got high blood pressure, you'll need to pop your elbows on your knees and stay with the head higher than the heart. If the blood pressure is okay, you can let your head hang down. And we're going to breathe here, and as we breathe in, we're going to lift up a little bit, and as we breathe out, we're going to soften down. And you can keep the knees really bent, or if you're feeling like you want to, you can straighten them up a little bit as you come up, soften them as you come down. Good. And then next time you're down, pause there for just a second. Get more weight down into those feet. And then roll yourself all the way up to stand. Stepping the feet back to hip width. And just giving yourself a moment to pause here. Pause, notice what you feel. Notice if it's any different to the way that you started. And you might also take a moment just to acknowledge how awesome it is to take that time out for you, because it really is important and it really is valuable. So offering yourself as you move away from this little practice and into the rest of your day, offering yourself an acknowledgement and perhaps even a promise that you'll continue to treat yourself with the same kindness that you did as you practiced. I hope you enjoyed that. Namaste.